Hello and welcome to Midas Markets Daily News. Let's kick off your trading day with the latest financial news and market headlines.
Hi traders, this is Jason with the market update. The US dollar index briefly fell below the 98 level on Thursday, extending losses from the previous session as markets grew more optimistic about a potential US-Iran agreement to end the war. Reports suggest both sides are close to a one-page, 14-point memorandum of understanding which could formally end the conflict. Lower geopolitical risk also sent oil prices sharply lower, easing inflation concerns and reducing expectations that central banks may need to keep policy restrictive for longer. WTI crude fell toward the $90 level on Thursday after plunging more than 10% in the previous session to $86.9. Investors continued to assess the prospect of a Middle East peace agreement after reports said the US had sent a one-page memorandum through Pakistani intermediaries aiming to formally end the conflict and pave the way for the gradual reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran is expected to respond within days after confirming it is reviewing the US proposal, although broader talks over Iran's nuclear program are expected to come later. Gold rose toward $4,700 on Thursday after gaining around 3% in the previous session. The move came as hopes for a US-Iran agreement triggered a sharp drop in oil prices, helping ease inflation concerns. Reports indicate the US sent a one-page memorandum through Pakistani mediators, aiming to formally end the conflict and potentially allow the Strait of Hormuz to reopen gradually. Tehran is expected to respond in the coming days, while broader negotiations on Iran's nuclear program may take place later. The Japanese yen traded around 156.6 on Thursday, with markets widely attributing the move to possible intervention from Tokyo. Japan's Ministry of Finance has not confirmed any official action in the foreign exchange market, although Finance Minister Satsuki Katayama recently warned that authorities would take decisive action against speculative trading, keeping markets on high alert during the Golden Week holiday period. The yen had surged as much as 3% before the April 30 holiday, but later gave back gains due to a lack of sustained policy follow-through. Euro traded in a narrow range around 1.174 during early European trading on Thursday. The pair consolidated as investors awaited Iran's response to a one-page US peace proposal, which reportedly includes limits on Tehran's uranium enrichment and the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Global risk sentiment remained broadly positive after Axios reported that the US and Iran were close to reaching an agreement. S&P 500 futures were nearly flat in European trading after the index gained almost 1.5% on Wednesday.
We hope you enjoyed today's market outlook. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Remember to join us tomorrow morning for the freshest news.